recording because I forgot to start it already. And what we'll do again is we'll walk you through the main features of what TopBuilder does. I'll also talk to you briefly about how it interfaces with Sage Contractor 100, so you get an idea of how that's going to work. And then after I walk you through the major features, focusing on how it will help your business, I'll walk you through the demo and walk you through the software. And please feel free to ask questions anytime. Every one of our customers is a little bit different. Okay, I mean, you're probably going to be one of the first logistics type companies that we work with, and your needs are going to be a little bit different from the next guy. So we like to tailor the demo, tailor the discussion for your needs. And so if you ask questions, if you have a very specific thing that you want to see and drill down on, we'll spend some time on that. And what I like to do is if you have a specific need, I like to walk you through it in the software so you can get a visual for how it will actually work in the software, or how your question will be addressed in the software. Okay, so with that said, I am recording it. I'll send you a copy of the recordings, and I'll walk you through a couple slides, and then we'll dive into the demo. Okay, so real quick, of course, since it's TopBuilder CRM for Sage, we have the CRM module. Okay, so what does that mean? First of all, it means that we're focused on commercial construction specifically, which means you're selling jobs, logistic jobs, or the one-off jobs that Gabriel's trying to ramp up right now, and that's it. But what's important about that is not just what we offer you today in terms of CRM capabilities for construction. What's important is what we are delivering tomorrow is also going to be focused on construction, including next month, next year, and so on. We will always focus on construction, and everything that we build will be focused on construction. Now, if you sign up for us as a customer, we will include all the additional upgrades with your subscription. Now, don't hold me to it, because we could develop something that we charge for, but to this date, right now, we don't charge for additional features that I'm going to show you today. They're all included in the package. Now, in the future, if we add more features, I expect that they'll also be included in the package at no additional charge to you. Now, with that said, there may be something that we create. I mean, if we create an estimating module, you know, we might have to charge for that. But right now, what I'm showing you is all included. Okay, so we have the CRM module. The CRM module allows you to capture all the information for your opportunities, for your jobs when they convert to a job, for your customers, for your contacts, and for your what we call bid opportunities. You know, RFQs are opportunities to bid on a project. Along with that, you have all the contacts, the documents, the notes, the history, the next steps, the workflow are all going to be captured for your customers, your contacts, and your opportunities and your jobs. Okay. And so as you get an opportunity, I like to show it to you in these three phases. As you get an opportunity and you move them through the sales pipeline all the way into the bidding phase and into the construction phase, you'll be able to set up workflow for each status change, or each disposition, some people call it. And that can include reminders and alerts, emails that go to the customer. It could be a drip campaign that you add them to. If you lose an opportunity, you might want to put them on a drip campaign. And again, alerts and reminders. So as an example, let's say a new opportunity comes in through your website or through an email or through some other method. The status is new opportunity, and there'll be workflow with that. And what will happen is the person assigned to that opportunity will get an alert, says, hey, you have a new opportunity. An email will go to the customer to say, hey, we've got your RFQ, we're working on it. And then you'll have a next step that says, if you don't call that customer or contact that customer within 24 hours to get the details or whatever, another reminder happens. So simple example. Another example is you submitted a quote. Well, you want follow-up and workflow for that. All the way through to the very end where you complete the job. Now, somewhere along the way, hopefully they have awarded the job to you, and you'll want to trigger the interface to send that information over to Sage. And that's how that Sage interface will work, at the very beginning of the process. So you convert the customer to an awarded job, the opportunity to an awarded job. It sends the information over to Sage, creates the job in Sage, and then it updates CRM to say it's now a real job, and now we have some follow-up. You may want to pass the job over to the project manager or the logistics manager, and here's all the things that you need to do. Okay, so that's how the CRM module works. It follows up, captures all the information. It even updates the information for your customers and your contacts and your jobs from Sage. And so you'll have updated job history for a customer. You'll have updated financial history for a customer. And everything is updated and moving along and in sync with Sage. Okay. You're also able to capture documents or the RFQ. Maybe you're under a master service agreement with one of your customers where they regularly give you work, but each work is its separate statement of work, but they have a master service agreement that covers all those statements of work. So you can attach the statement of the master service agreement to the customer, and then every statement of work is like a contract that you have, and you attach that to each job. And so you'll be able to store all that information in here as well. And then we also have something called user-defined fields, where you might want to track for each one of your jobs how many pieces are we removing, or where's the beginning date and where's the beginning point and where's the end point, or the start date and the end date. That's an actual real field for each one of your jobs. Okay. All right. So we also have the bid tracking module, and I'm not really sure how you bid your jobs, but bid tracking allows you to track your bids against an individual job. So this may not apply to you. So let me ask the question. Do you get, for a particular job, is multiple people coming to you asking for you to bid on that job, or is it typically one job, one customer, one bid? Is that how it works?
Sometimes. It's not very often that I get a request for multiple drilling contractors to move the same rig, I suppose.
Gabe, what I'm talking about is like if, let's say, Deep Well was awarded the rig move and you bid out trucks, or let's say Deep Well's bidding on the rig move and you bid prices to Deep Well, to rig movers, to KRT, and to Christy Elko. You're not bidding the same loads like how Sheridan does. She doesn't care who gets the rig move. She's just bidding our trucks to multiple people. We don't really do that very often.
Okay.
Right.
Got you. Well, that's more the impetus behind bid tracking. Keep in mind that we service different kinds of specialty contractors. And let's say you're an electrical contractor. There's a job that comes up. 5 different general contractors may go to them and say, I want to bid for this job. But ultimately, they'll only get awarded one of those because one GC will get the job, will give it to the sub, and then the rest of the bids are closed out, if that makes sense. And they're not actually closed out as lost opportunities so that the reports say this is a lost deal. It's more of a fact that we received an awarded job from a different general contractor and we didn't actually lose it. So just a little background on bid tracking so it doesn't confuse you. It may not apply to you. I'll show it to you and we'll see.
Dave?
Yes, sir.
98% of the time we're bidding as a general contractor. So it's a tiny fraction of our revenue that we work as a subcontractor.
Gotcha. So you are the GC, in other words.
Yeah.
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 That makes perfect sense. Thank you for that. That's a great way of looking at it. Okay, so what we also provide you with is a proposal builder. And what the proposal builder allows you to do, and this, I'll really just demo this for you and you'll see it, but it allows you to keep standardized documents in TopBuilder and add them to a proposal or a quote. So think of a cover letter or a cover page, a cover letter, a nice letter with your signature on your letterhead, and then the actual proposal itself as 3 separate documents. And then you might have testimonials or references or something behind it that you also want to include with your proposal. Well, what you can do is you can assemble all 4 or 5 of those documents together. And it's not limited to 4 or 5. It could be 100 documents. And then you press a button and it fills in the blanks for you with the customer name. It probably has the to location, the from location, a description of the rig that you're moving, all the information about what you're proposing from the database, from the actual job itself, and it generates a proposal which creates a PDF that you can email and track in the system. Now, every one of your proposals may not be exactly the same, so you're also able to use the word editor in TopBuilder to edit, make little changes to the proposal template without changing your standardized document, okay? And then it generates a beautiful, presentable proposal for you, which is also consistent. And some of our customers say, look, if we generate the proposal right out of the database, yes, it eliminates time, but it also eliminates mistakes. Hand keying something incorrectly, we don't have to spell check every single thing. It's generated right from the customer name, So there you go, and I'll show that to you. In addition to what I just showed you, we have email marketing. This is a very nice tool for customers like yourself who have repeat customers. Allows you to target your customers on an email campaign. It's attached directly to the CRM module. It's all in one system, but it uses the data in CRM so that you can target your emails. I mean, you could, for example, you may say deep welling or deep drilling customer, you haven't given us a job in 6 months, and you could send them an email and say, hey, look, don't forget about us, we're here. Maybe create an email campaign to all your customers that haven't sent you an opportunity in the last 12 months or whatever time frame you want to put on there. You can do so. And then you can also have drip campaigns. For instance, if you lost a job, or maybe just a general regular monthly email, or call it a newsletter if you want, to talk about your services, so that all these companies that you do business with will send you work when it comes time to send out RFQs. And I'll demo that for you. Of course, we have reports and dashboards all over the place. I'll show that to you. It is very handy in terms of being able to create your own custom reports, build your own reports. Everything is exportable to Excel. If you like Excel, some people do, some people don't, but you have powerful reporting capabilities in the software. Okay. And then we have the interface to Sage Contractor 100. So let me jump over to that real quickly. I talked about this a little bit already. The way it's going to work is you're going to be able to send new jobs or work orders. I don't know if you have a lot of work orders or not. It sounds like everything is job to job. But, work orders, for our electrical contractors, to go out and fix something. Not a full job, just some service work. That may apply to you. I'm not sure.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use the work orders for those one-off like loads, right? So we haul one asset, let's say a load of pipe from Houston to Odessa. That we would classify that as a work order.
I love it. Thank you for answering that. I'm writing this down. And I capture all these notes in with your account too, so I have them. But I love this business. This is awesome. Okay, so there you go. So work orders as well. Now, work orders may go through CRM. They may go directly into Sage. you know, you have a one-off deal. You know, they want customers moving pipe from Houston or Beaumont, probably a lot of work in Beaumont, I would assume, Beaumont to Odessa. And that work order goes directly into Sage. It doesn't go into TopBuilder. They pick up the phone, they say, hey, look, I need something moved right now, right here. And you do it. Now, what we'll do with Sage is we'll update the work orders and the jobs. Let me just fix this real quick because it's just not perfectly clear. At night, we'll update your customer information with all the history of jobs and work orders so that when you do go in to CRM, you'll see here's all the work orders we've done for a customer. Here's all the jobs, major jobs we've done for a customer. And we also have updated financial information out of Sage as well, so that when you're looking at a customer, you literally have a 360-degree view of all the work jobs, all the work orders, the financial history, including invoice history from Sage. All right? It's really, really handy. Now, once the job gets sent over to Sage, we will update the status from Sage when maybe you have a, let's say an example, an updated start date on the job. You know, they say, hey, we need the rig moved April 1st. Okay, that now has changed to April 15th. We'll update that, but we'll also update the status. You know, the job is completed. We update the fact that the job was completed from Sage, and then work order, I got that on the brain right now. Workflow is applied to the job. So the job is done. Now somebody needs to call the customer. Did it get there on time? Was there any damage done? Was our team professional? You know the drill. You know, no pun intended, but you know the drill on what you do after a job is done. It may just be a simple email that goes out and say, thank you for the opportunity. Please remember us the next time you need a rig moved. Okay, so that's in general how the interface works. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and jump into the demo. If you don't have any questions, I'll do that immediately. And then as we walk you through the software, please ask questions as we do it. All right.
I have one question. Okay. This is Eric here.
Hey, Eric.
How do we transfer the information into Sage? Were you saying it's done once nightly, every night, or can you do it at any time?
Yes, we could do it at any time. It's scheduled to go every. Well, let me go back to the slide real quickly. So new jobs. Where are we? New jobs go across immediately. Okay, so if a new job is awarded, we'll immediately send it over to Sage because you probably don't want to wait on scheduling things or kicking out an invoice, right? Don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to slow that process down. The nightly ones are when things go into Sage and not through CRM, and then we'll kind of sync up CRM with Sage, if that makes sense. Now, if you have to do it right away, you could call a support and we'll just manually push a button and sync it up. We can do that. Now, we don't like to do that in the middle of the day because some of our customers have, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs and thousands and thousands and thousands of customers, and updating the job history and updating all the financials could be, you know, a load on the system. But if you have a special need, we'll do that. Does that work for you, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I answer your questions. All right, so let me bounce over to the demo. Okay, now you have to tell me, is this too small or do I need to zoom in?
I need you to zoom in, please.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Timeout. I think I can do it on my screen. Sorry.
Okay. I can. So.
Yeah, if you could, I'm at full screen right now, and it's not any better.
Okay, let me log in and let's see if that works for you. I'll zoom in. How's that? 150%? Does that work?
There you go. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well it fits on my screen, so that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got a dashboard when you first log in. Now, the dashboard is configurable by customer or role. So if you have, I'm just going to make this up, so forgive me if I misrepresent your business, but let's say you have a logistics manager and he's in charge, or he or she is in charge of, lining everything up and managing everything. That person may want to see all the jobs that you have scheduled. When do they start and when do they end, right? Or let's say you have a estimator or a sales, it could be a salesperson, and that person is in charge of creating all the quotes for the one-off jobs or for the main jobs, major jobs. They'll see on their calendar, on their dashboard,